Thank you. I want to go to our guest, Soo-young, for a moment here and ask you this. You know, President Biden is already on the move to the airport to leave for Vietnam after spending a productive day and a half here in India. What are your thoughts on the reaction that Koreans will have to his visit in Vietnam, his extensive meetings over the next couple of days with the chief party official in Vietnam, given all that's going on in the region?
Well, I think the reaction would be positive and also progressive because South Korea, the United States, and Japan last month at their trilateral summit in Camp David, they agreed to coordinate and take joint action when it comes to engaging with countries in the ASEAN, the Indo-Pacific region. So their stances will be in line, and Vietnam is also a key partner to South Korea when it comes to economic, of course, trade, and expanding that kind of cooperation has been at the heart, it has been one of the key points of President Yoon's multilateral diplomacy this year. And to see Vietnam and the United States go forward in their relationship, well, that's also good news for South Korea because, as I said again, President Yoon just a few days ago, he reiterated the importance of having this spirit of Camp David, as they called it, become sort of the anchor of the three countries' approach to the Indo-Pacific. So widening this cooperation, building on that through whether that's through trade ties, cooperation in the South China Sea, just strengthening maritime security, IT development. There are various areas that the three countries, that is South Korea, the United States, and Japan, want to engage with the Indo-Pacific region on. And to see President Biden visit Vietnam, a key partner of South Korea in the Asia-Pacific, is an encouraging sign.
Yeah, I wonder, too, given your experience covering the president, he had welcome signs for himself here in New Delhi. There were some very warm welcome signs for President Yoon for his visit here. How do you see India-South Korea relations going forward, and particularly with the import that is really happening on the Indo-Pacific strategy regionally?
Right, there's huge potential for growth. So I think right now we can focus on the cultural sort of connections that we have. South Korea, of course, being very appreciative of India's Bollywood culture, maybe, and vice versa with Korea's K-pop culture. But there are important ways that the relationship really should move forward. The two leaders, when they meet today, later this afternoon before President Yoon leaves for South Korea, upon the 50th anniversary of diplomatic relations, they're going to talk about their their trade agreement that they signed in, that was initiated in 2010, and they're trying to revise that so that both countries can really move forward more constructively and partner in various strategic areas. For President Yoon, that's future industries such as space, IT, what else is there? Many different advanced technologies, right? And both countries being IT powerhouses, there's many areas of potential collaboration. And for South Korean companies, that's going to require some regulatory movements on the Indian side, perhaps, to enable greater access for South Korean firms. And if that happens, huge companies like Samsung and Hyundai, which already somewhat have a presence here in India, that could lead to more jobs for the Indian people. And there's a lot of human resources here in India, a lot of sparkling potential due to the young demographic, which is hopeful for South Korea, which is, struggling with a demographic crisis due to our rapidly aging society. So in many different ways, from tech to business ties and also people-to-people networks, there's a lot to work with, yes.
Don't forget the K-pop. I think she just said that K-pop is bringing the world together, Siobhan.
It's absolutely, there's a major audience.
I need to be educated more on K-pop.
Soo-young, I also want to ask you, did you get a chance to use the UPI platform, the unified payments interface. There has been a lot of talk about that, but I wanted to also come back and ask Molly if she has any inputs on this. Have any of the delegates used it? Have you been able to use it and see the ease with which these payments are done? I believe a certain amount has been credited to all their accounts. It's going to be valid till 12th of September. They can easily scan QR codes and make payments, and it's going to be a novel experience for a lot of delegates. Have you had the chance to experience it or make any such payment?
Indeed, and the way in which we've seen. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry, I was just about to say, unfortunately, I haven't had the chance to experience it because I've been living under a rock and just trying to meet my deadlines. So,
I can imagine.
But of course, India is very well known for its IT innovation. So I'm not surprised to hear that such payment systems have been created and are being very well facilitated.
No, but I'll definitely urge you to try it out in your stay here at New Delhi. And thank you all you ladies for joining in, for all your valuable inputs. Suyang Oh, who's joining in from Arirang TV, of course, our senior correspondent Molly Gambhir, who's on ground, and Jessica Stone from the Voice of America joining us here at the WION studios. Thank you so much.